Okay, I am so glad that everyone is on our team call tonight. It means so much to me when everyone gets on the call. So tonight we are going to be talking about, we always start with a product. So we are going to be talking about xFactor. Y'all, I have to tell you, me studying about these products for these calls is helping me, I think, way more than it's helping you because I am learning so much. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. And I've been doing this a couple of years now, and I know real general things about the products and a few details. But as I study, I just feel like my confidence is growing, and I'm just learning so much more. That's cute, Kylie. I want to call. Thanks. So anyway, xFactor. Our xFactor is the only fully methylated multivitamin that is aloe infused. Now, fully methylated, that is a change that was made last year to the xFactor. And let me tell you, just in general terms, what that means. People who do not methylate properly, methylate means that their bodies are not metabolizing their folate, B12, and, oh, hang on. Hang on one second. I'm sorry, chaos in the other room. They do not fully absorb these vitamins. They have a mutated gene. It's called the MTFHR gene, and their body just can't process it. I listened to a video of a lady in Plexus who had a baby who was born with encephaly, and it was actually fatal. And they found out that she had it while she was pregnant, and it's often linked to a deficiency in folic acid. When you're pregnant, you want to take the folic acid, and that's always in our prenatals. Well, anyway, the baby passed, sad story. Years later, she was at the doctor, and the doctor saw on her chart that she had a baby born with this birth defect, and said, that's very unusual in America to have that birth defect because our foods are supplemented with folic acid. And they asked if she'd ever heard of the MTFHR mutation, and come to find out she had that mutated gene. And so her body never was absorbing her folic acid, which is what resulted in what happened with her baby. So anyway, I just thought that was an interesting side note. What they did to make this methylated is they made it a naturally sourced B12 and a naturally sourced folate. And so that means that these people with this deficiency are able to absorb it because of the way that it's naturally sourced. All the nutrients that are in the xFactor are not listed because, okay, well, for example, it has vitamin C, D, E, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, B6, the folate, B12, and the pantothenic acid. Okay, so those are all in there. You can read that on the label, but the rest is this proprietary blend. That's where we have the New Zealand blackcurrant and the aloe. So that's what's in there. Now the aloe, and we say this all the time in Plexus, but it increases the absorption up to 120%. No, 300%. Aloe on our skin increases healing by 120%. So imagine what it's doing for healing. People are taking it for reflux, for erosion. People are actually taking aloe. So by us having this in here, it's also helping with healing in here, and then the 300% increase of our absorption. Okay, when we take vitamins and we have that neon colored urine, that's because we're not absorbing it. I mean, I've noticed that my urine is just a tiny bit yellow after I take my xFactor, and that's because I'm absorbing my vitamins. And that's really that B that makes it really turn so yellow. let's see. Oh, the aloe in here gives it, have you ever heard anyone say that it has zip code availability in here? That means that the aloe in here helps direct it to where it needs to go. I think that is so interesting. So, and this is very cool. The FDA, you know, Plexus always asks, you know, is this FDA approved? Well, the FDA does regulate us. And this actual product exceeds the FDA standards 5 times on its claims to be an aloe product. So for the FDA to actually allow it to be called an aloe product, it has a certain guideline, and we exceed it by 5 times. I never knew that. I think that's really cool. The New Zealand black currant, which is in that proprietary blend, it's like antioxidants on steroids. It does increase our vitamin D, and it has several B vitamins in the New Zealand black currant. There are several B vitamins, D, C, E, and then things that New Zealand black currant helps with is it can help improve eyesight and focus, helps your eyes adapt to darkness better, improves your blood circulation to your limbs during coldness, and it's beneficial for brain health and then digestive health. And then also it influences areas of asthma and overall lung function. That's a lot in this vitamin. So really learned so much about this. And then there are good amounts of iron in the New Zealand black currant. And as I was studying, I was just going to different websites reading about just the New Zealand black currant. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's like, it's the super fruit. It's the super berry. And you know how good that they say blueberries are for us? I mean, that's like times 10 over blueberries. So anyway, that's about all on our xFactor. So y'all, I mean, I think that we should really be knowledgeable about this and be talking to people about xFactor because they're going to fall in love with it. So if you have a question, you can unmute yourself. If there's a thing you want to say. Oh, look, someone's getting on. Stacy. Yay. Hang on. If you want to unmute yourself, y'all can.
Stacy was having some problems getting on. Oh, hey, Stacy.
Hey, Stacy.
I was trying to.
Oh, we lost her. Hey, Stacy, we're glad you joined us. We've just not finished talking about xFactor, but we recorded this so you can catch that part later. So what we're going to do now, Robbie did an amazing training Sunday about our daily method of operation. Just such a good job. And Jill and I talked, and we said, oh, Robbie's got to take it away on these team calls. So, Robbie, will you talk to us about the daily method of operation?
I sure will. First off, how many of y'all work a full-time job? Almost everybody, right? We have a lot of people that work full-time. Hang on just a second. Do you have your volume turned all the way down? I'm getting feedback from his computer. Feedback, he says. So the question is, can I work full-time and work enough to make a difference on my Plexus business? The answer is you definitely can. You have to work really, really smart to do it. And I've done a little studying up to come up with some ways to try to help my team be able to function a little quicker, getting things done, and save a little time for them. Sometimes when we start a new job, what we're missing is a job description. Like, how often, how much do you want to do this job? Do you want to do it part-time with part-time pay? You want to do it full-time with full-time pay? I mean, you kind of got to be realistic about how much time you're going to put in with the business as to how much money you're going to make. Plus, you also have to use the time that you have and work very wisely. So that's an important thing to do. I'm sorry, hold on, I'm having to look over my notes again. The more organized you are, the more efficient you'll be. You become a master, if you become a master of loving people, which means you make lots of friends. You know, a lot of people say they're so busy, they don't have time to work Plexus. Well, the busy people are the best people that work in Plexus because they're out there around other people. And the nature of our business is to make friends and bring them in as customers. So if your children are on ball teams or whatever, and you're really busy and that sort of stuff, that's going to help you to reach out and meet people and not just talk to them about Plexus, but you want to just make them your friends, put them on your Facebook. So the more organized you are, the more efficient you'll be. And one thing I just want to throw out there, I'm trying to go through this fast because I had a really long presentation yesterday, so I'm kind of skipping around a little bit. I'm sorry for that. You don't ever want to post dirty laundry. No dirty laundry on your website, on your Facebook page, I mean, because people are going to see that. And they're also, I mean, that's your business page. They're kind of judging you by that. So be careful what you post on there. If you post political stuff, anti-gay, I mean, just anything along those lines that may offend some people, you have to remember that's may hurt your business. It's up to you whether or not you really want to do that, but just keep in mind that it is your business that you're representing on that page. When you first start posting, it's important that you don't come across to someone who's super educated on the products. Like when you first sign up for Plexus, you don't want to be too salesy or post a lot of ads. The best thing to post is things like, I just started drinking this pink stuff and I can't believe how good I feel. I mean, you don't have to go into a whole long spiel. They're not expecting you to know a whole lot when you first sign up for Plexus. So the best thing to do is just tell your personal experience as to what's happening while you're using your products. And as you go along, you're going to become more educated and they're going to see that you're taking the products and you're learning more and you're getting out there and posting more about it. One of the most important things, or very important things to do, is wear your swag. Anytime you get a chance, wear that swag. People are going to ask you, what's Plexus? When I just wear my little pin like to JCPenney's and I go to the jewelry counter or whatever, they always ask me, what's Plexus? You know, and it gives me an opportunity to tell them what it is briefly and hand them a card. So it's just like a walking advertisement. It's wonderful for you to wear your stuff. The idea is to friend people wherever you go. You know, you want to talk to people, ask them lots of questions about themselves. People love to talk about themselves. So you ask them questions about themselves. They're going to like you. You know, that's just kind of our nature. If someone's concerned with what's going on in your life, they're going to be more apt to friend you and get on your Facebook page. And when they get on your Facebook page, they can't help but see your Plexus post if you're putting them on there. So that's a really good way to bring people into your Plexus, is by just talking to them and showing genuine interest in them. And then they get on your page and see what all you're doing, and that's really good advertisement for you too. When you first meet people, don't mention Plexus, and it only if they ask a question about it. You know, if it's somebody you're going to see over and over again, you kind of want to move into that slowly so they don't feel like you're doing the whole puking Plexus thing on them. So let's see. You always want to carry samples, business cards, and be ready to talk to anybody if Plexus does come up when the opportunities occur naturally. So one good thing for people to do that work is take a couple hours on a Saturday and organize your files. One of the videos that I watched, one of the training videos I watched, she said she took 2 hours one morning before the kids got up, because she was a working mom and had like 4 kids. And she went through her files and put everything together for BioCleanse. You know, she made files and put all of her information for that product in that file. And any information that she would need to shoot to someone, if someone says, what is Slim? How much does it cost? How do I buy? All of that stuff needs to be at your fingertips, especially if you're working, so that if someone just writes you a message, can you tell me what's in Slim? You know where to find that quickly and just shoot it to them real quick. I think that's an excellent idea to have your file set up that way and know how to get to them on your phone. I'm not real good at using my phone, but Lisa's trying to get me to do better at that.
Hey, and I'll interrupt you here, but talking about working and not having a lot of time, I got a couple of messages about Plexus today, and y'all couldn't get to them. And so I use that shareable. Just thinking about working smarter and buying myself some time, I use that shareable, and I shot her the catalog. You know, hey girl, I had a swamp day, been busy at work. I want you to know I'm thinking about you. I'm going to shoot you the catalog and let you be looking around until we can talk tomorrow. I mean, I literally don't have time to talk to her today. I had to get ready for this call, but I wanted her to still connect. So I was trying to, like you just said, work smarter and send her something. So I shared the catalog.
It saves you time if you're not trying to research something, you know, or if you know where it's at, you can just pull over to the side of the road if you're driving and send it to them real quick and then continue on your way. They've got all the information they need and you haven't had to try to text or talk to them while you're driving, and you can move on to the next thing you need to do. It's about being efficient. You just got to work quickly and in between those nooks and crannies of your life. One thing you could do also is to communicate to everyone, your downline and your customers too, the hours that you are available. You can say Monday through Friday I work, you know, I work from 8 to 5. So the best time to reach me is 7 to 9 p.m. at night. You know, you can tell your ambassadors and your customers this, and you can say on Saturday, you can reach me anytime pretty much, on Sunday, anytime afternoon. Also give them the information as to how to get their own information with plexusworldwide.com. Give them that link and say, if you're ever unable to reach me, you can do it here, or also give them another ambassador, you know, somebody else. Like sometimes if I'm tied up, I'll say, can you message Lisa? You know, if it's another ambassador, can you message Lisa? I'm in a meeting or something like that. And I think we're all really good about helping each other out with that. So I've had to do that a few times, but for the most part, I can usually say, can I get back with you shortly, and do that. So just telling them when you're available and when you're not is really important, and how to look up the information on their own. If they're an ambassador, you probably want to recommend to them that the Plexus Power Tools. There's a lot of great information on there, and they can go in there and pull up just about anything they need an answer to, and lots of good graphics and stuff. For $10 a year, it's worth it. I really like that. One of the other things you can do to save on time is go to your friends list and make a list, not a group, of people that you want to engage with, so as to mention Plexus to them in the future. These are not people that you're going to go on and say, hey, I want to talk to you about Plexus today. You know, these are people that you probably haven't communicated with for a while and kind of been out of touch with, and don't just want to bring up Plexus the first time you talk to them. So put them in a list, and each day when you have the time, scroll that list and like and comment through it quickly. By doing this, you don't see a bunch of posts from other people, and at that time, you can stay focused on the people you're striving to turn into customers and contact, you know, stay in contact more with. And those are the next people that are going to be your 3-day, you know, your contacts, the free contacts, whenever you feel like they're ready and you're ready to bring them into that. Lisa, how are we doing on time?
About a few more minutes, and then just a few more minutes, and then Jill can do her affirmation. Maybe about three or four more minutes.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm going to run through DMO. How long should your DMO take? Everybody's is going to be different, but it is important that you do the most important things every day. Like talk to 3 new people a day. If you're doing part-time, 3 new people I mean, they can be on your Facebook, or they can be people that you meet. And you want a message, you want to talk to 2 follow-ups. You want to follow up with 2 people that you've talked to in the past and say, hey, I was checking back with you or whatever. And you also, if you have a downline, you want to reach out to at least 1 ambassador a day and customer. You know, if you've got customers, you want to check with them and see how they're doing. And do that every single day. It's important that you do that. You also should have some sort of short training if you don't have time for a whole lot of training. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start posting on my team page 3 short trainings a week and 2 long ones. I'll post 1 each day. And people can just go through when they have the time and play that when they're doing, you know, doing the dishes or cooking dinner, whatever, driving in the car. You don't have to watch it. You can just listen to it. Just push play and get in a good 8-minute training. But it's good for us to get that training every single day. It's really important because we need to know how to talk to people, and we know what we're talking about. We want to come across as being somewhat educated on our products and things like that. So it's important that we use our time wisely, and in the car, or when you're folding laundry, or when you're cooking. All of that stuff is in a good time to just listen in on it. And I think that's about it. Do you have anything to add, Lisa?
No, I mean, I liked it. I mean, so basically on that DMO, what you're saying is have that pattern of things that you do, no matter what. That reaching out, that following up, that training, whatever, that's your method of operation every day.
Right. I want to go through something really, really quick, okay? I'm just going to read this fast. Your DMO should be income producing. What is income producing? Income producing is reaching out, talking to people about Plexus, meeting new people you can talk to about Plexus in the future, following up with customers, keeping them happy, rewarding your downline, people who are working hard, even if it's just a way to go, on your team page, investing in yourself with training on how to talk to people. All of these things will help with your income, but must have a good balance. We can't just watch videos all day and think that we're going to make a good income from that. It's not going to happen. You've got to reach out to the people.
And didn't you have something on what's not income producing?
Surfing the internet. I mean, if you just get on there and you get wrapped up into shopping or talking too long about things that aren't important, I allow myself 20 minutes in the morning to surf and tell people happy birthday, because I want to stay in contact with them, let them know I'm thinking about them if it's their birthday. But after that 20 minutes, I get down to business and I work a scheduled day, and at lunchtime I eat, get my housework done, and then I hop back on. So that's kind of how I do my day.
Yeah, so it sounds like you have a routine. Does anyone have any questions for Robbie? No, Robbie, you did a great job. Y'all give her a hand. Yay!
Thank you.
Yeah, that was great information. Jill, why don't you unmute yourself?
Okay.
Hey.
Hey. All right. So let me share my screen with my positive affirmation here. And I thought that this was perfect. It says you are not as fragile as your fear. Take on those big dreams. You will gain strength in the struggle. And y'all, that is so true. And I think we have found that to be so true as we've been going for the nose. We have faced our fear and we are gaining strength from it. So, by the way, speaking of going for no, how many no's do y'all have this week?
Oh, I probably have about, let's see. So just this week, today's just Monday.
Yeah. Well, since last Monday. Since last Monday.
Oh, since last Monday.
Yeah.
Nish got a bunch of them.
Yes, I did.
I mean, you got this.
Over 30.
Over 30.
Wow.
Erica, what about you?
I have none. I have not worked the business the past week, going back to work and school. It's just been insane around here. I did reach out to people today, so we'll see.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm getting back to my routine now, so.
You've had a lot of changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we are just about out of time, and you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to have a word of prayer. We started. Hey, Barry, would you mind leading us in a word of prayer to close?
Did you hear?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just a second.
Okay.
Let's make sure to keep Michelle in our prayers that just lost her husband.
Absolutely. Michelle Spears, lost Jeff.
Pray for Michelle.
Y'all hear me? Okay. Lord, thank you for this time together. Thank you for this training. Thank you for our leaders, and just continue to give them the wisdom to share with us the things that we need to hear. We lift up Michelle Spears to you tonight, and just pray that you'd wrap your arms around her and her family as they deal with the loss of her husband. Thank you again for this time together. Bless each one of us.
Okay, everybody. I'm just proud that we are staying on track with these calls, and we're a small group, but we're proud, and we're going to keep growing and encouraging our downlines to get on. And I think we'll just continue to add a little at a time. We got Stacy on for a few minutes, but we lost her. So,
Connie couldn't be on tonight because she has no internet service.
oh no! Did the storm knock it out?
Until Thursday.
Okay. Well, thank you, Barry, for leading us in prayer, and I thank everyone for being on. And let's have a good week, and let's go for no. And if you're in that no thread, Erica, are you in the thread? It's probably dinging on you a bunch.
Yeah, I'm in there.
So if you message 3 people tonight, throw it in there. So just keeping each other lifted up. It really has taken that power away from it when we go for no. So anyway,
Let me
I'm not afraid anymore.
What, Robbie?
I'm not afraid anneanymore.
You're not
When
afraid
they say no, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Okay, good. I got to know.
Don't say that.
And I know Gail's all over it. Yeah.
Gail, how many no's did you have last week?
Did what?
How many no's Gail had last week?
Oh, Gail, how many no's?
I had 19.
19. Wow.
You know what? Robbie, how many did you have?
About 30.
Good for you.
Well, all right, so we got a tie with Nish and Robbie. I guess y'all will both win the bottles.
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
Y'all forgot about the water bottles?
I do want it, but I don't want you to have to do 2.
Somebody's back
Yeah, then you'll both reserve them. Remember the water bottles?
I didn't even forget. I forgot about those.
So that's to y'all. I've got 2 of them. It'll be all right.
Oh, that's sweet. You're awesome. You're awesome. All right, y'all, let's hang up. We're gonna stop the recording. Hang on, stop the recording. And